Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with your day 1 fire weather outlook. You guys will excuse me, I'm fighting a little bit of a cold right now, so that's why I'm a little congested, so just bear with me here in the video, just bear with me. Anyway, we have an extreme fire weather area today that encompasses east, central New Mexico, northwestern Texas, most of the Texas Panhandle, most of the Oklahoma Panhandle, southwestern Colorado, and southwestern Kansas. Cities in the extreme fire weather area today include Amarillo, Texas, Clovis, New Mexico, Garden City, Kansas, Plainview, Texas, and Liberal, Kansas. There are two critical fire weather areas today. One covering far southwestern Arizona, most of New Mexico, parts of northwestern Texas, parts of the Texas Panhandle, the eastern part of the Oklahoma Panhandle, southwestern Colorado, and parts of Kansas. A second critical fire weather area today covers parts of central California. Cities in the critical fire weather areas today include Albuquerque, New Mexico, Sacramento, California, Stockton, California, Lubbock, Texas, and Roseville, California. And there are two elevated fire weather areas today. One covering parts of Texas, a little bit of Oklahoma, a little bit of Kansas, parts of Colorado, northwestern and southeastern New Mexico, the very far extreme southeastern corner of Utah, and eastern Arizona. A second elevated fire risk today covers parts of California. So, in synopsis, dangerous fire weather conditions are expected across the southern high plains today. A deepening mid-level trough across the Rockies will support appreciable surface low intensification across the central plains today. The combination of strong downslope flow from the Rockies in tandem with gradient westerly flow will support very dry and windy conditions across portions of the southwest into the southern high plains. Okay? With above-average fuel loading of very dry grasses and holdovers from previous fires already present across the southern high plains, the very dry and windy conditions will promote a volatile setup for rapid, dangerous wildfire potential. So, southern high plains, a dry line will sharpen along the Texas Panhandle and western Oklahoma border during the afternoon, with a very dry boundary layer expected to mix up to at least 600 millibars behind the dry line from central New Mexico into the Texas Panhandle and southwestern Kansas areas. While gradient westerly surface flow will increase through the day, downward mixing a stronger flow aloft in the post-dry line environment will support widespread 25 to 30 miles per hour sustained west-southwesterly surface winds amid 5 to 15% relative humidity. So, these conditions are likely across much of New Mexico to the immediate dry line vicinity, where critical highlights have been maintained. Extremely critical highlights have been adjusted to where guidance consensus shows the longest term of overlap of the aforementioned winds and relative humidity, with loaded fuel exceeding the 95th percentile. While the sustained surface winds may fall just shy of typical extremely critical criteria, the combination of fuel loading and potential pre-existing holdovers of earlier fire starts suggests that a volatile landscape will be in place to support dangerous wildfire potential. California Central Valley region. Deep layer north-northwesterly flow will overspread the Central Valley region as a mid-level jet streak overspreads California on the backside of an upper trough. Downslope flow from the higher terrain will support surface winds exceeding 25 miles per hour in spots as relative humidity dips to the 15-20% range. Given dry fuels, critical highlights have been introduced to the Sacramento Valley region. Broader elevated highlights extend into the San Joaquin Valley, where 15-plus mile per hour sustained northerly winds will overlap with 15 to 20% relative humidity. So that's your day one fire weather outlook. Remain safe and vigilant in these areas today. Remain safe and vigilant in these areas today. Whether you're in the elevated, critical, or extreme fire weather risk areas. If I were you, if you're within these areas, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, and a battery-powered radio in the event that you need to evacuate on a moment's notice, because, fires can start and spread quickly. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas today. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas today, especially in the extreme fire weather areas today, but also in the elevated and the critical, because one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start and spread quickly. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground, even if they're not lit. Because one, that's littering, which is illegal and unsafe, and can result in a pricey fine should you get caught littering. And two, all it takes is one little spark for a fire to start and spread quickly. And this is a more serious than usual fire weather risk today. This is a lot more serious than it usually is, with the extreme fire weather risk in place. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before throwing it away, so it does not start a trash can fire. So stay safe today, and I will have my day one severe weather outlook very soon. Take care.